Hello, friend. So fancy meeting you here once more at the Tipple Tower Bar. That's what I like to call it. You know me, Taste and Tipple, also known as. I'm gonna be making you a little honey blueberry Collins, a riff on the classic Tom Collins. Of course, a Tom Collins is a classic style of cocktail that involves gin, citrus, sugar, and then is lengthened. Everyone loves a good lengthening moment. With a little bit of club soda. So what is making it a honey blueberry Collins? Well, I got blueberries in here in my shaker tin. I'm gonna add 3/4 of an ounce. Look at this. It's a little puny, whoa, velocity on that thing, really got going, and we're gonna muddle. And I'm gonna tell you about a time I had a misguided baking adventure with a banana blueberry loaf. I've been in a book club. As you can tell, I'm very well read, which is why I have a fantastic vocabulary. And I was hosting book club. I forced my boyfriend at the time to renovate the entire home and build a deck before we got around to, you know, hosting book club. My job was very simple. It's a potluck. It's the first Sunday of every month. Everyone just brings a dish. And I was like, there's a lot of people in this group of delicate flowers that have food allergies, so I will make a gluten-free, vegan blueberry banana loaf. Keep in mind, this is before I knew I had celiac disease, because it wasn't until the tender age of 34 that I received that diagnosis, so I would just have to sprint to the bathroom on a regular basis prior to that diagnosis, which really added a certain flair for excitement to my life that I didn't necessarily need. Anyway, so I make this, you know, gluten-free, vegan, blueberry banana loaf. It says it's supposed to take 20 minutes in the oven. False, lies, hearsay, okay? And, you know, after 20 minutes, it is decidedly swampy, okay? It's not even remotely done. You know how they say, stick your little wooden skewer into the cake to see if it's done? It was not done. So, you know, we're getting dangerously close to the start time of my little book club, and there is no indication of when exactly this loaf will be complete. So I put it back in the oven. You know, everyone arrives, I greet them, I serve them some lovely cocktails, of course, because, you know, if you go to someone's house and they're a cocktail content creator, people expect the world. The pressure is absolutely untenable. Okay, now we're going to add ice to a Collins glass, appropriately named, and add club soda to finish, and a little, whoa. The ice cubes are mangled together. So my friends arrived, like the stress is just absolutely visible on my face. I'm not going to double strain because I've already started and it's too late to turn back now, as was the outcome of this blueberry banana loaf. I'm just gonna give this a little stir to incorporate the club soda. Look at that lovely color. Gorgeous, nature's bounty. And we're going to just skewer some bloobs, as I like to call them, onto a cocktail pick for a little bit of garnish. So, you know, we're getting around, we've eaten the appetizers, we're eating the main course kind of elements. It's time for dessert. So I, with a certain degree of trepidation, remove the blueberry banana loaf from the oven. I'm unconvinced at this point, okay? I'm still very unconvinced. Oh, nectar of the gods. It's sheer ambrosia, my friends. Sheer ambrosia. Now we're gonna move on to the banana boulevard. Did you see what we're doing here? Blueberries, bananas, blueberry banana loaf. It's all part of the great storytelling. So yeah, I pull it out of the oven. I put it on the table. You know when you have a banana split and you just slice the banana in half lengthwise? It showed the two bananas there, the split banana, kind of facing away from each other, you know, to create this sort of shape action. And I didn't really think much of the design element of the choice to put the bananas that way, so I just put them facing each other, okay? So I put out the loaf, people cut into it, I with quaking hands. I'm terrified that all of this effort will have been for naught because I will have an underdone, you know, loaf. So then, cut into it, place it down. as the knife kind of sinks in, it becomes quicksand. It is apparent to me that I have not, in fact, cooked this, despite the fact that I have had it in the oven for more than twice the time that was originally called for. I take it out, I put it down, it's slop, okay? It looks like a fossilized vulva because I have again put the bananas like this. It is a very deeply unpleasant shade of gray blue. It is like the guy from Jurassic Park unearthed this, froze it in amber and put it on a walking stick. It was a complete and utter failure. And you know one thing about me is that I hate failing. If you couldn't tell, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I like things to go a certain way. If you're wondering what's in my mixing glass here, it's a Boulevard J, which is a classic cocktail. It's a riff on the Negroni, equal parts rye, sweet vermouth, and Campari, the bitter Italian herbal liqueur, and Amaro, if you will. We will stir. But I have modified this. This is my original recipe. Taste and tipple. It involves Campari and a Rittenhouse rye, which is an overproof rye, which makes it big, boozy, and bold like yours truly. And then I've just done 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth and 1/4 ounce of banana liqueur to add some complexity and depth of flavor, to bring a little bit of tropical element to the drink. To my chilled Nick and Nora glass. Nick and Nora is a type of coupe. It's very small. As you can see, it has very limited capacity, usually around 3 ounces or so, making it a wonderful sobriety test for us here. I'm gonna garnish with just 3 drops of sesame oil. Needless to say, no one ate my ancient vagina loaf that I served them at my book club, which was rather unfortunate. I should maybe just stick to cocktails and avoid baked goods, like this banana boulevardier. Oh, this is a truly fantastic exercise in cocktail booziness. See you next time.